Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to a show of mine. So this is does my Bluetooth board design work? So before I get into that, I have a co-host to help with the chat and stuff tonight, and that is Geordie Dave.
Yeah, thanks for having us on, Horlicks. Evening, everybody, and this is going to be fun tonight, I think.
I mean,
electronics are good stuff. You're brilliant at it. So,
well, I am not going to lie. I am as nervous as hell because I don't actually know if this is going to work yet. Like, on the screen, it seems to look okay, but until I've wired this up, it could be a big flop. So don't get your hopes up, anyone. It could be a fail, but I just thought, oh, I'll do a stream. I've got to do it anyway at some point, so you can come along for the ride, and either feel sorry for me if it doesn't work and I have to go back to the drawing board, or we can have a bit of a party if it works, because it means I'm getting somewhere. On the show earlier, basically what it is I'm trying to get all the components at a reasonable cost, because obviously I don't, I've got to potentially be selling this mod and I want it to be a decent price, but I'm having to use a Bluetooth module, and this one is the one that I've been using, and it's absolutely flawless, and my bus runs on it. However, I found some other ones which I have lost and probably thrown somewhere in temper. Yeah, I've got some that are a little bit cheaper, and I've ordered them in bulk, and I'm having troubles with them. So I'm trying to program them to run on a specific board rate, which is like the speed that they run in. That's still work in progress, but I can still use them. I think I've just got to change a value, but I'm trying to sort them out so I don't have to change my code too much. But that's something else. I can worry about that later. But I do have a module here that does work that we can test this with. There's just going to be a bit of soldering up and then plugging it all in and seeing if there's a boom or whether it's going to do something. I've been donated kindly I've got another one there. I've been donated kindly a Rootmaster circuit board, and I've put some LEDs on it so we can run a test. So we'll be connecting to this, and I've also got a power mod for me and a spare one that I'll be using with it all. So by the end of this show, we can plumb all this in, see if it works without actually connecting it to my bus, because the LEDs on here will simulate the lights on the bus. So that's the plan. Right, we better do some chat, say hello, and then I'll show you what's what.
Yeah, we faith in you. Okay, we're starting off tonight with Gillian Dots. Good evening again, Horlicks, Dave and everyone in chat. Hi, love.
Hi, Gillian.
And we'll have Lindsay build. Hello again, everyone. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
And we'll have DS Models and Vintage. Hi, everyone. Good luck with your modification, Horlicks.
Thank you.
And we'll have Anfield Road Layout in the Loft. Hi again, everyone. Hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
And we have Yorkshire Crafter. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Julie. And we have David Bassett. Good evening, Horlicks.
Hi, David.
And Warren James. Hi, all. David Bassett. Hi to all of the chat. Lee. Hi, David B. David Bassett. Evening, Sir Dave C. And DS Models at DS Models Vintage. And David Bassett. Hi to Jody Dave. Hi, David Bassett. And DS Models saying hi to JD. And David Bassett, evening to Julie, Yorkshire Crafter, Julian Dots, Lee, Anfield Road, in the Loft, and Warren James. Orange Moon, hi to David Bassett. And Crafty Chris, hello again. And I'll store it there.
Okay.
So over to you. Are you going full screen?
Yeah, so let me change cameras if they work. Yeah, something works tonight.
Off.
So, as you are aware, I'm just getting bits I need for this.
I'll put your full screen.
3, I need another one of those. I'm just getting the components together that we're going to need for this tonight. So I've got some wires there. Now, because this is going to be a test, I don't want to actually solder in. Well, I don't mind. Obviously, I'm going to do the LED and some of the like the LED and stuff. But like the Arduino I'm using, I don't want to actually solder this onto my board, because if it doesn't work, I want to remove it. So I've actually just cut down some of these riser pins that I'm going to solder in, because it doesn't matter if I lose them. And then what I can do is attach the pins from here, and then hopefully that'll go on there using these pins. I do have another one, but that seems to have gone missing. Where's that gone then? That's one. No, that's not the right ones. I'm losing components, you see, because I've got so much going on. They might be in here. Is that it? There's one. Oh, maybe that is the right one. Yeah, it is. Sorry, there you go. So, yeah, so I've got some riser pins for the chips. So these just enable me to solder them in, and then I can add the chips on, but still remove them without it being a permanent fixture. So these all need soldering in. I've got another one for the larger chip. So that'll be soldered in into there, like so, if it fits. Yeah. So that'll all get soldered in, and then yeah, we'll be able to test it. So it's just going to be watching me solder for the moment, to be honest. I've got all the components needed, as I say. I've got one of those. I've got the resistors in here. I've got the transistors. So I only need one. So it's just my little box of components that we'll be using. Some capacitors, going to need one of those. I need to grab an LED out. We've got a timer IC. If I can get that apart, we've got a timer IC, and also need, if I can find them. Yeah, they're there. My other ICs that I need, which we'll be using. So it's just going to be a bit of fun, really, and have a chat and see what happens.
Yeah.
So let me fire up the soldering iron, because we need that before we do anything.
All them components got on that one board.
Yeah, it's quite a lot. One of them, 2 chips, a capacitor, a transistor, the wiring that will obviously connect off to the bus and the inputs and everything. And then, yeah, hopefully we'll be good. So let me get some power. Into the iron. So basically, some of these components here, mainly these three components here, is basically replacing one of these.
Mm.
These are a bit overkill and too big, so I made my own. Oh, I just need to get a cleaner, unless it's already out, of course. Yes, it is. So yeah, how is everyone? How's everyone doing?
Yeah, it's been typical of day. Our day off yesterday and raining. Get back to work the day, and it's a nice day.
Oh. Okay, so
You need to move your camera down a bit.
oh,
We're just seeing the top. That's better.
I'm trying to get better light as well, without a glare. It was quite hard to get the first few components in. So we're going to put one in and then heat it up and push it through. There we go. Can't believe so this is well, months worth of work really, and a lot of help. So this is now the reality of it. So it's gone from a computer program
So,
to the real thing. So it's not the neatest job, but I'm doing it quick. That's that in. I need to put the other one in here for the other chip. And there's more of these pins. Doesn't take too long once you get into the flow. But if this works and there's any orders for them, this is what I'll be doing of an evening. Okay, happy with that. That's that one in. So we want some resistors. So I want a 10K. Oh, if I can get one out, of course. So I've labelled where stuff is going to go. So that's 10K up there. There we go, that's in.
Steppers are great, aren't they?
Yeah, I need another pair actually because I've blunted these a bit with electronics. So I want to keep these for electronics only, and I need to get a new set really for the plastic modelling because they're not as sharp as they were. So
Well, they're not for metal, really.
No, they're not, but they do work well. Right, so I've made one of these. I've cut down for the Bluetooth module because, again, I don't want to solder that in permanently, especially as I'm testing. That's actually quite straight, I'm sure I'm surprised at. So that's going to go in there. Come on. Okay. Just don't know that on my lap. So that will be for the Bluetooth module, which will sit in there like so, just for test purposes. But eventually it will be seated flat. But for the case of this test, it can just sit up like that. So I need a 2K. And this is for the Bluetooth module. Because this goes off because it's got to divide. It's like a voltage divider, and then that runs off to the pin on the Bluetooth module. So that's quite important. And that's something I learned actually off Todd because I didn't actually know you needed it.
I'll go through these few chats. David Bassett, evening at Crafty Chris. Gillian Dutz, good evening, David Bassett. And Lee, here, but work on a vid for my channel.
Cool. Okay. So I'm still need to work on an LED because of the design, which we're keeping sort of under wraps at the moment between me and Ian. I'm probably going to be using like an LED like this that will go on, but I'm not sure. But for the purpose of this, I'm going to just use a normal LED, just so we can see what's going on. Before I plug any of this in, I will run a multimeter around the place just to check for shorts, because I don't want to blow something up unnecessarily and risk damaging something. So that's the LED in place. And then we want a 100 R resistor. Now I'm hoping there's, just noticed it's quite close to that LED, so I'm hoping there's going to be room. Just. Don't burn yourself with a soldering iron. Okay. What else do we want on here? A 1K resistor. And that,
You're going off camera.
sorry, that, just trying to get it in the old. And that, as you can see, actually will connect to the transistor. To limit the output. So I'll put that on next. It's got 3 legs. The base, collector and emitter. It's looking good though.
Yeah.
I still can't believe the original design was bigger with less on it.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's quite a few errors on this, but yeah, bigger than this one, and there's more on it. So, okay, going to put my power in now. So I'm just going to put some solder on that side because you can see it sticks up still. So then if you just do it one side, you can then put your finger underneath, heat that back up, push it through, and then it'll sit flush. A little trick with soldering. Okay, so what else are we missing? We want a capacitor, which will fit in there. And again, I think I'm going to adopt the put one bit on. And then I can keep that straight. Okay, so that's the cap on. What else do we have to put on here? A 1K resistor. Oh, I see. I might have done something
What you done?
a little bit wrong. Wow. I should be able to get around that. I've shared the hole for the 2 capacitor legs. So if I get a new board, I was supposed to put both the legs into that one hole, and I haven't, and I've already soldered that in, so this is going to be a bit of a nightmare. Come on. Well, that's not going to go in there any more than that. So, lesson learned for next time. But that will be okay, just sat like that. Probably makes a connection, but we'll test that. That'll be fine. Okay, so what we need to do now is put in these. Okay, that's one side in.
Got to a bit of chatting. Crafty Chris saying hi to David Bassett. And David Bassett, the Jody Cuckoo strikes again, LOL.
Yeah. Okay, so
looking good.
I'm missing a pin there, but I'm aware of that. It doesn't go anywhere, and I didn't have enough of these risers, so that's fine. But it's not actually connected to anything anyway, so it's absolutely fine. So that's them. We now need to connect some cables. So,
Well, you connect them cables, I'll go make a cup of coffee.
okay. It's actually quite hard to get these little things lined up. Okay, so that's one set. That's another set. Obviously, we'd have to test these afterwards. That's another set. I just don't understand. Like, well, I do. I'm just so nervous about.
I don't know why. Yeah.
You know, it's gone from nothing to something that I've designed, and I'm praying it works.
Probably that's why you're nervous, because it's a new project.
So, you need to know. Okay, I'm happy with them. The other side. Clean my iron. And another thing is, obviously, I lost the code. So if I remember, I rewrote it, and I've not yet tested it to see if it actually works, which isn't great because now I'm not really necessarily going to know.
You don't make a backup of it, did you not?
No.
What, off camera?
Sorry, yeah, I'm just trying to line this up.
Too high now. That's better.
All right. So just doing that enables me to take it out if it doesn't work. So that's all that in. I think we're actually ready. Let's do some testing.
Should I put their other bits in, you don't?
Yeah, we need to put that in, the chip in. Which is easier said than done. Here we go. And then got a tool for this somewhere. Did I? Go on. Come on. There we go. They go in a lot easier without the when they're being soldered in. So that's what we've got so far.
Testing time.
Yeah. So now I need to. Oh no, not yet. I need to get a screwdriver out. Undo these terminals.
Okay,
I need to put the receiving power in. Okay. So I'm going to get my multimeter out now. Check a few basic connections. Oh no.
What? Running the batteries.
Yeah, I left the multimeter on and it's killed the battery. But don't fear, because I have another. Okay. So I'm just going to do some basic connection tests first, just to make sure everything goes where it's supposed to go in a beep.
Yeah, while you're setting that up, I'll go through these chats. Anfield says hi, Chris. Yes, Butters says, wow, this is looking amazing. It is, isn't it?
Thank you.
Lee saying looking good. Ian Campbell, hello. Hi, Ian.
Hello, Ian. You've just caught us. I'm just going to do the last tests on the Rootmaster mod.
And then we'll have Lee saying hi to Ian.
So, I've got 5 volts there, so we should have 5 volts here. Which we do. 5 volts goes to there. We should have 5 volts to... no, it's not that one. I can't remember the pin diagrams for these. Yeah, it's that one. So 5 volts to there and nowhere else. We should have 5 volts to there, which we do, and nowhere else. We should also have grounds to there. No, is it there? I can't remember which one's the ground pin. Hang on. Need to get the diagram.
Is that the opposite corner?
Right, so that's that shit. Ground on that one is bottom corner.
That's what I thought. Very high up there.
Yeah, that's right. So that's ground. No positive. Positive's this corner. Yeah. That's positive there. Ground is on that chip on that one. Yeah, that's good. Where else should we have 5 volts? We should have 5 volts of this Bluetooth connector. So if I plug that in, we'll check from there to there. Yeah, and then we should have grounds to there. RM out. We should have voltage there. Oh no, I'm not sure if we should. We've got no voltage there. That's right. So that's good actually, because otherwise I think there'd be something wrong, because there shouldn't be power to this yet, because that's what this circuit does. It delays the power coming out of here.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have plus, so I've done a switched ground through this transistor, so we do have ground there, but it's not coming out because it's not powered up, and this chip hasn't told that to come on yet. So that's good. Pins 2 and 6 of this chip should be connected. So that's 2 and 6, which is good. This should be bridged to there, but also pin 6 of the Arduino. Is it pin 6? Or is it not? No, it's not. I'm talking nonsense. No, that should be going to the resist. Which resistor? That one, yeah. And then also on the cap, but not on the other side. Yeah, I think it's going to be a case of plug it in and see what happens, to be fair now. Basics are there. Oh, I didn't check the ground on the Arduino. Hang on. Who's nervous? Because I am. So I'm going to use the power mod. So that'll connect directly into here. Oh, actually, I can't remember where these go in. Oh no, hang on.
Did you not label them up?
I have, but I've labelled the frigging wrong ones. That's just where the lights are. These should have been labelled to where they plug into. Though. ALM. I know what that is, but I don't know what switch does them. Right, okay, let me undo my circuit board because I don't want to play with that until I know what's going on with this. So I'm going to put the power mod directly into this, and then we're going to have a little play around and see what lights what up. Bit of a longer way round, but I want to make sure it's right. So power. So this does nothing. Oh, that might have been for the sound. So L. Oh no, LAM. L. That should turn on L light. Yes, it does. M is this one. I have labelled it. It's just got 2. So I've labelled up the switches rather than the actual outputs. That should turn on M. Right, we're good. We're good. So now the problem is I've not really tested this because I'm hoping there's going to be enough output voltage coming from here, because this power supply has got to run all this and feed the rest of it to the bus. So this is very tricky. So plug M. Goes to there. L. A. Okay. Till we switch on and see what happens. So we should have a light come on the Arduino. We should have a blinking light on this Bluetooth receiver. In 3, 2, 1.
Yep. Brilliant.
So far, so good. That's flashing low power, so I'm not sure if we're going to have enough. Is that in a boot loop? I don't know. What output do we have? I don't think that should be doing that.
So if that's low power, and that should unlock the power mode.
So let's have a look at power out. Ah, 4.5.
4.9. 4.
So what I need to test is with this off. We should have nothing. And there should be a delay. So we've got nothing at the moment. So when I plug this jack in, we should have nothing for about 3 or 4 seconds. Am I even on the terminals? This is so difficult. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Where's my box of goodies? I need to get a better connection on that. So, I'm a bit concerned why that L's flashing. I don't know what L means on there. I think that's voltage. So we've got nothing. I can't. I need like 5 hands for this.
I need tape.
Hang on. So what I saying it what's worth for fumbling with something, watching someone else fumble with something. Actually, I could just maybe stick them straight in here. Well, we get a connection there.
4.49.
Right, 4.4. Unplug this. We should have nothing. Give it a minute for that cap to drain. Plug this back in. There should be a delay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we have our delay. Right. I'm happy now to try and see if this is going to work. So now we're going to plug this into our circuit board. This is what all this has been, all this hype has been about. Okay. Power on. Nope, not with that, I'm not. Power on. Right. Bit of a malfunction.
So like that light's flashing. Should all the lights be coming on?
Not yet. Not until we tell it to via Bluetooth.
Is that? But what's happening is that middle light's flashing.
So I've connected to Bluetooth because that's gone single.
Now is that telling you, is that flashing so that why they connect to Bluetooth? You know how you have devices when you first turn the Bluetooth on, they'll flash and flash out until you kind. telling you to look for the device.
Mm. Might have to go back to the drawing board.
Why is it not finding it?
I don't think there's enough power. I don't think there's enough power.
And that's
It's about putting enough power to run the bus without all this. So what I could try is overvolt it. So let me grab the cable I made earlier. And this is going to put 5 volts into it via a USB. Still not happy.
Still got that light flashing. But the other light stopped flashing.
Let's see.
Ian says you can turn up the book in the power mode.
Yeah. I don't know what this L means on the Nano. Let me just quickly look at that to make sure I am on the right thing. Actually, also another thing I've just realised, the LED's not come on. So why is that not working?
Well, it's supposed to be an LED on the circuit board. Oh, yes.
So we got some troubleshooting to do.
And all them pins have went in okay.
Yeah, they're all good. We've got a voltage out. Just checking for shorts. Oh, we were going so well.
Ian says the LED is actually connected to the digital pin 13. In other words, it's a built-in LED for pin 13, and it flashes because it has the default blink sketch uploaded to it.
I thought I uploaded the right one.
Once you upload another sketch apart from the blink, the LED will not flash anymore.
I think I used pin 13 for the power LED. No, pin 12. Power LED 12.
When you put that on before, against the thing, you didn't plug that delay thing in,
No, well, this is just the output.
Oh.
So I'm not really bothered about what's happening with this at the moment. But what I'm concerned about is why the LED is not coming on, because that should be connected to, let's just check, pin 13. No, pin 12.
You can see is essentially L is nothing to be worried about.
Unless I've got a
Duff LED.
Right, let me change that LED for a start. See, and the fun begins. Oh, I'm wondering if that's a Duff LED.
Ian says, is it a flashing LED?
No, it shouldn't be. Right, let me just take it out. I'll do some more.
You're not going to desolder?
I do actually have some desoldering wick. So we only getting some.
Or as our American friends call it, soda. Miss the L out.
Come on, Mr. LED. Come on. Putting up a fight. There we go. Let's just test that out of the circuit. If we have a light, then we have a problem. And I've overlooked something. Right. Yes. So
LED will not get in the back of the hole.
let's plug that back in. We're getting no voltage on there.
So is there a resistor along there? It could be dodgy.
Yeah, so hang on, we should have pin 13, 12, keep saying 13, digital 12 here should have an output.
$20, $28, $60, $19, $28, $30,
Is that the wrong setting?
$6, $12, 9.4.
Yeah, 2 volts.
1.7.
So I'm wondering if that's the design. I think that's wrong then, because I've just realised what I might have done. Yeah, I don't think it's getting any power because I've joined the negative up to the resistors here.
But are you testing the resistors?
Or
resistors just supposed to be on the positive, are they?
4 from the bottom. Yeah, major flaw here, I think. Oh no, is there? I think there's another fail. I think I might be able to fix this with just for experimental purposes. Uh, 2K, hang on. Yeah, should be going to ground. Let me see if I can bodge something up here. I think I'm missing a trace. The amount of hours I've spent looking over and over and over this as well, which also might be why the Bluetooth isn't kicking in. I think first thing first, I need to put this LED back in. Where's the D? There. If I can. So. Oh, actually, I might just cut one of these LEDs off and use the. It's got better legs on it. God. I need to disconnect all this. I can't really. Welcome to the Fumble stream. Oh, well, it's sticking up, but it's in. So. Do we have light? Well, I'm going to be quite destructive here. let's cut that trace.
Just heavy breathing. Just I move close to the mic so I'm watching this. So what are you doing for to be destructive?
I've just cut a trace.
Right.
Now the LED works.
Mm.
So, in order to fix this, let's see. I need the soldering iron. At least I know. I mean, I've only got a few of these printed because it's for test.
Yeah.
So it is a bit annoying because I have to wait. I mean, it's not too long, but I'm going to run a wire from the base of this LED without shorting it.
What, the pin 12?
No.
Oh.
To earth.
What earth?
Ground. So, just step one at a time. Do we have the LED now? Well, we use power. No.
Still no LED. What can I see? The camera's up too high.
Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, what's happened to the camera? Right, something is not quite right.
The LED not go under or not?
Right, this is getting red hot.
Good.
Something's not right.
It's just like shorting. Or we're getting too much power to it.
Okay, well, I'm not going to be going here all night, so I think this might have to be a revisit.
Well, isn't it?
I might have to look at this, see what I've done wrong, and then do maybe an update. I'm just going to remove this again. Let's see if we still get it hot. So that's cooled down. So we put some power in. Yeah, something's getting really seriously hot on there. So there is perhaps a short. I don't know. There's no short on the power.
Ian says going to have to leave it there. I'm sure you'll have sorted, Alex. Take it easy.
Yeah, thank you. I bet if I put that. What I need to try one more thing. Where is my wires? I still need to make another earth. Maybe that's. I don't think so, though. The thing is, it was working, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Wasn't getting hot either until you cut that line, that trace.
Yeah, but that was just feeding the LED, so it shouldn't really have done anything apart from. Stop the LED, but obviously it's weird because they did the when you order these, they do a sort of a test on it, well, preliminary look over them, and it passed.
Mm-hmm.
So that is earth. So it needs to go in here. Do we still get hot? Yes, we did. Ah,
Fell just short.
ah.
What's that?
Might find another problem. We're just destroying this board now because I need to find the fault.
Another Tracy cutting off.
Yeah. Okay. Need to replace another wire. It's good though because it's development, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was a bit of a silly mistake, I think.
So is that an earth wire?
No,
A live wire?
what I'm doing, I might have even cooked this Arduino. Just want to make sure that's definitely not connected. So now if I plug that in, hopefully we won't get any heat. No, we don't even get any power. So that's good. So let's try something else. See, it's mad, like just these silly mistakes that Although I'm not sure that would have made a lot of difference. Well, maybe it does. Come on. Last attempt. So got a lot of battle scars, isn't it? Now, do we have power? And do we get hot?
Power.
We're still getting heat.
Not getting too hot, is it?
It's just like you can tell. Right then, I'm going to leave that there. Something's not right with this. I'm going to have another look over this. I think what I did was I was injecting power into the 5 volt. Now, that's actually the output pin for 5 volt. So there's a pin up here that says voltage in, which is where that should have gone. The chances are I could have blown this now for injecting 5 volt in somewhere that it's supposed to be sending it.
No way of testing that.
Yeah, I could plug it in. Where's the leads? Let me plug this directly in and see if we get hot. Yeah, I think This is cooked.
We're getting hot, is it?
It's getting hot without any of my circuit boards. I think this has been fooling us all along. I can't see any shorts. Okay, well, there's nothing I can do about it. I think this is not functioning properly. Whether it was where I put that in wrong, it could have been. I'd have to do some research. However,
You've got a couple of more boards to play with.
yeah, and I'm sure that's how I did it on. I did the same on this board as well. It goes to the 4th pin. But this one never went anywhere because I saw the mistake. And the 4th pin's 5 volt, but that's 5 volt out. And it should have gone into V in. So whether that's what's cooked the boards, potentially, which is why this is acting a bit odd. I haven't got any more of these at the moment to test another one. I've got some on the way. So I will have to revisit this when they arrive. And we'll try it again. Whether I've damaged this board now as well, we will have to see. Let me just quickly do that now. But the output circuit side works, which I'm pleased about. Because that's got nothing to do with the Arduino side of it. Yeah, so we're still good on that front.
Yeah.
Right then.
Okay, well, I'll go through some of these chat. David Bassett, I'm sure you'll solve this problem, Alex. Good try tonight. Don't give up.
Yeah.
Lee says, good stream, big thumbs up. Well, Todd says, hey, Alex.
Hi, Todd.
Lee says again, great stream, smash the like with a double O game hammer. And David Bassett, still a good stream tonight. Yes, it's been an excellent stream. I've enjoyed watching it.
Oh, I'm glad you thought. I mean, I'm disappointed.
I know you're disappointed but you're learning something.
It looked so good, you know. It was getting there. So yeah, for Todd that's just joined, that's the board that we made. I've populated it all. and I think I've messed it up completely. I think there's a few bits that are wrong. So, for example, the LED, the power LED, comes from pin 12 through a resistor into positive, but then the negative comes out and goes to the RX circuit that we did, but it doesn't actually go to a ground. So that was one issue, because the LED wouldn't come on. I changed the LED thinking the LED was broke. So on this one, I actually cut the trace. And then got the ground in there for that circuit. And then I also soldered a wire underneath the grounds of the LED. But that LED doesn't come on anymore. But the biggest problem we've got is now I think I've cooked the Arduino, because this gets red hot when you touch around this area. It burns you to the touch. And I think I made another fatal error. You might be able to confirm, Todd, whether it would make a difference. For some reason, on all of my boards, this is the first revision, the 5 volts comes in and goes into the 5 volt on the Arduino. But that's just the output, isn't it? That 5 volt is output, and to input, you want to be going into V in. So on this board, I've done exactly the same thing, and I've gone into 5 volts from the input. So I've cut that trace, and then I went to try it into the V in instead. However, now when I just even if I just power this on its own, not plugged in with a USB, this gets red hot. And it's doing weird things. It's blinking where it shouldn't be. And that, yeah, whatever that component is there is getting red hot. This here, that C475, or is it that? Yeah, I think it's one of these resistors or capacitors or something here is getting red hot. So I think this is fried. Now I'm guessing that's because I've injected voltage into the 5 volt, because that's supposed to be the output, isn't it, rather than an input. So I need to be using this voltage in rather than this 5 volt. So this has been a complete waste of time. I'm going to have to redo this. And I agree with Todd, something's not quite right here. I was trying to share the grounds, but it's obviously not worked, because it comes from AO, which is the TX or RX pin, into the capacitors. Yeah, it goes to the RX pin, which is correct. So that pin's connected to the middle between the split. And then it then just ends up at the LED. So there's no actual grounds getting to this part of the circuit anyway, which would make sense why the Bluetooth module didn't work. It worked. There was power there, but there was no one home. Oh, in fact, saying that, so that should have worked then. Why would that have worked if there's no ground getting to the ground? Oh, there is. Oh, hang on a minute. There is ground. Which goes to 4th pin along. Which way are we going? This way. Yeah, there is a ground. From there to here. But it's not powering the LED, so there's something. So all we did is used the input here, and we just stuck 4.5 volts through it from the power mod to the buck. So it does work. I don't get any LED because obviously it needs the Arduino. And if I connect this up, they say it all does connect now, and I get power. Oh, that's the wrong way. So that's probably definitely cooked it. I get the power through it and everything. But whatever I've done is fried something because that gets red hot. Anyway, that's enough. I'm going on rabbiting. I'm trying to like sort of think. So yeah, I will revisit this. I'll have a really good look at this and see where I've gone wrong. The good news is though, the timer circuit works because we get 4.5 volts out of this delayed. So the timer works, the capacitor in that whole area, and the transistor works. So that part of the circuit works perfectly. It's just the Arduino and Bluetooth circuit. There's something wrong.
So Marvel's got a few stuff written here. I'll go from you see, that doesn't look right. That was from when you were looking at before.
Yeah.
And DFDS was finished. Lots of hard work gone into this project. You will crack it, I'm sure. Don't put it yourself. You've done brilliant so far. True. Marvel says voltage reg might have fried.
Yeah.
And he says if you use a 5-volt power, it has to be steady and regulated, so that pin bypasses the FIR polarity protection input, power select, and the regulators.
What, the voltage in, or because I wasn't using voltage in, I was using the 5-volt, but that's an output, isn't it? That output's 5 volts, so trying to put 5 into it. But no, we did check for sure. So red definitely goes to voltage in. Well, not 5-volt anymore because I cut the trace, but the positive definitely goes to voltage in. As you can see, there's a short. Grounds, there's no short, and grounds does come over to grounds. So there's definitely nothing reversed. We checked all this before we even started the power up sequence. You know, with the Bluetooth in, again, we get 5 volt on the pin, no short on grounds. Grounds gives us the correct pin, gives it. So everything's right, but something's fried on here, and I don't know why or how with this circuit. The only thing I can think of is, as I say, putting voltage into this 5 volt pin rather than the voltage in pin. Yeah, so I think that's where I've gone wrong. Do you agree, Todd? So instead of going into this 5 volt pin, I should have gone into voltage in, because then it would have gone through its regulators on the Arduino or whatever, and then output 5 on this pin. So yeah.
Then he's got a fuse. And he's got a barrel jack and VIN pin requires 7 to 12 volts and sends it through the onboard regulator.
Oh, okay.
Let's put if something was shorted when sending 5 volts into a 5 volt pin, it will overcurrent and cook the board.
Right.
It has to be a 5 volt into a 5 volt pin, not 4.5 like USB. And definitely no more than 5.5.
No. So we had this plugged in, which was putting out 5 volts. And we had the mod in, which is 4.5 volts.
This is David Bassett says night all. And it says if the polarity to 5 volt is backwards, also cooks it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. We tested that before.
Lee saying night all. See you on the next show. And we'll have to be careful inputting on the 5 volt pin. He's putting read the chat, Dave. yeah. I was waiting for Alex to finish what you was talking before I read the chat.
That's all right. See, it's too much information. So I'm now lost. I don't know what to do with this now. It's going to need a complete revisit. I really thought this was going to work. And
maybe you need a chat with Ian and.
I mean, Todd helped me with this before, this new design. And it was actually Todd's work to make these all nice and neat and fit everything in. And at the time, it looked okay. But this is basically that same design. I've just got it printed. So something has gone askew somewhere. And the biggest thing with this is the power side. I mean, as I say, the timer circuit is perfect. That works because we get a delayed 4.5 volts out of this pin for this circuit board, and we had lights on here, so we know that works. We had power on here before this started overheating. We did have power on the Bluetooth. That was blinking. I managed to get the app to connect to it. But when I was sending data, there was no flickering light, so it wasn't receiving any data or sending any. So I think that was down to the earth issue. That I know, because we have got the earth there. So that might have fried before it had a chance to read that.
Marvel says if you can input 5 volt to 5 volt pin, just fine, but it skips for protection on the board.
Right.
And then he says, send me the board design again, Alex. I will look.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, that's it. Something's not quite right there, but hence why I've put all these risers in, and because I didn't want to waste any of these components, because just in case of failure, so I can pull all these out.
Yeah, says can't use batteries you can't use batteries in power via 5-pin. Voltage varies too much. Has to be AC/DC regulated source. The USB pack should be fine.
Yeah, so really, because of the design it is, really wanted to make use of this buck converter because of reasons that people may already have these, and I wanted to try and get this. Wanted people to plug this into this, and then have the new output out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Which this was working. I was getting the voltage through this and out of here, but it was just powering the Arduino side that's obviously caused problems. Oh, anyway, I will send you the design. Thank you. I'm just about to lose my tether with it, to be honest. But then you know what they say: third time lucky.
It says Todd says need that book to output 5 volts.
Okay, yeah. Well,
what you call Ian, if you read further up, says that it can be upped.
Yes, you can. Yeah, there's a little screw on there, and when you twist that, it adjusts voltage. But obviously,
might be worth putting that up to 5 volts when you do it again.
Yeah, but that's not going to help some of the people that this might be for. So, yeah, really need to think about this. It's a DIY project. It's gone well. I've done more than what I thought I could. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's come from nothing. But it just needs a bit.
The circuit board for the bus 4.5 volts.
Yeah, the bus is 4.5, but I think half a volt shouldn't make any difference.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could test.
Marvel says it might run on 4.5 volts. The processor works down to 3.8, but also means all your Arduino inputs are 4.5. This is going over my head.
Yeah, so all that needs to be powered on here is basically the Arduino itself. These chips are okay because they can take lower voltage. This certainly can.
Here's the bus will run fine on 5. I pumped 5 volts into my fire truck board, which wanted 4.5 volts from the batteries.
This will work on low voltage. That certainly can. So all the Arduino is responsible for is powering this LED and the Bluetooth HM10. Now that can take 3.6 to 6 volts. So I reckon, 4.5 will be fine for what it's powering. It's just got to be able to run itself and this and the LED and these chips. So
you reckon the bus could take 5?
Yeah. The problem being is, basically, this is to target Rootmaster owners, but a lot of the Rootmaster owners have already bought one of these. So I really wanted to get this in it because of that. I don't want to change the whole thing and this be a waste. So this really needs to be working on here. Even if there's something else we can add on this board to up the voltage, because people that have got these are all sealed units, so we can't. And this is quite fiddly. So if they overvolt it, it's going to damage the bus and everything. So I don't really want people to be messing with this because there's no need to. I will send you the file, and yeah.
He says, I bet the Nano would run on 4.5 volts. Let's check that board again.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Next says, I know you updated after I was done.
Yeah, I did. What did I add? I just added the timer circuit. And that works. The timer circuit works. How do we have this? I will just before we finish up, just confirm that one more time. So we got the buck converter plugged in. Plug that into the board. I think the voltage should get there still. Oh yeah, because we get power to this from the main source actually. This buck converter is powering this. And then if we connect these cables to the multimeter, if I can get a good connection, which is hard, there you go. 4.5 volts, and that's coming from the output. So when I unplug the buck, obviously we get no power. So when I plug this in, you'll see the blue light come on the buck. I get my delay that was desired. So plug that in, if I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. About a 4-second delay. So I know the timer circuit is working. I hope you can agree. So nothing, which gives this, because when I plug this in, this and the Arduino will boot up straight away, whereas the output won't, which was what we wanted. So plug that in, that comes on straight away, and then we have our delay from the output. So I'm really happy that works. It's just, yeah, there's something wrong with the Arduino circuit, the LED, because that wasn't lighting up at all. And the whole resistor thing going on for the RX pin, I think that needs looking at. Anyway, that's enough of that. I've gone on enough.
He says, we will double check the power LED and the HM10 circuits.
Thank you. Yeah, I need something looked at. I think I'm tired now.
Seem to be a Markov process.
Just not sure if the power's in the right place or.
Keep reading.
But the file I'll send you is untouched since I sent them off to the company to get built. So, but something has cooked this, and it's getting red hot. So that one is probably bin fodder now. Unless it was faulty before I even tried to use it, there is a small chance of that. But no, it can't have been actually, because when we first powered it on, this had a bit of a mental breakdown, didn't it? And some lights were flashing really quick on here, which shouldn't have been. Anyway, let me bring you back to Geordie there.
Bloody Siri on my phone just suddenly started. So it's picked up something what you were saying.
So, yeah, so I've still got that to look at. I've still got the Bluetooth modules to look at. Oh, that's another thing, Todd, whether you might be able to answer. I ran that code that you sent me on the Bluetooth, not the expensive one, but the cheaper ones. So I ran your rename code and it worked. However, it's crossed out because it's not connected. When writing it, this is my current route master. Screen's too bright. This is my current route master, and it's right. When I ran that code on the other chip, it hasn't done all of the digits. It's cut off the last two. So even though I named it route master, it's coming up route mast. So I'm not sure why that is. Could that be to do with the baud rate, do you think? Again? Or it not, maybe it's reading too quick before it gets all the info on. I don't know. But I did ran this about 5 times and it does it, but it misses out the E and the R, even though it's in the sketch. So that's very strange. So that's something else that needs looking at. Anyway, thank you very much for being patient and watching tonight. Sorry it hasn't been a great success. I suppose it has been 50% of a success because I know the timer circuit works. So half of it works. So yeah.
Todd puts, should we be able to have 18 characters in the name?
Right.
It said some others have 12 characters max.
Right. So that's only put 9 in. Don't know. That's something else for another day. I need to get the main event working first. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much. I am next on tomorrow with VW Camper and the last issue of the last roller coaster. So hopefully we'll have that running tomorrow.
Oh, what? You know what? Leave it after 10 when I get to work.
So, but no, it has been a learning experience, and yeah, I'm sure it'll get sorted at some point. There's obviously something amiss somewhere. So either this was cooked before I used it because it's new. Mind you, I uploaded code to it, all right. Or yeah, my circuit board has fried it in some way. There's a couple of wrong connections, and they were both related to 5-volt and ground. They weren't crossed, but they were going to wrong places, I think. So could have been that.
Marbles put, if the naming works, change the board first. Then reconnect at the new speed and name again.
That's the next thing, Todd. I tried it and it didn't work. So it would name it, but it wouldn't change the baud rate. So I don't know whether I'm using the wrong commands. I was using AT plus baud 9600. Then I tried AT plus baud 0, which is supposed to default it's 9600, and it's all mixed, and yeah, it wasn't working. So that's why I thought, right, let me try renaming to see if that reads. It sort of does. It says okay, but it doesn't respond with the exact name change. It wasn't until I tried to hook it up to the phone I realised it had actually done it, but missed some characters out. So there's something not quite right there. But yeah, a little meeting perhaps at some point I'd really appreciate. Maybe we can iron out a few of these things and fresh eyes on it. I think the problem is I've just where I'm doing it all, I'm just overlooking things like silly little things, and yeah. Anyway, I'm going to say goodnight. Let me hand you over to Geordie then. Say your good nights and everything, and yeah.
Well, thanks for having us on. I know I wasn't much of a help because I'm not in electronics. I kept an eye on your chat for you. So I'll see everybody next week.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so again, thank you for watching, being patient, and we will revisit this at some point. I need to get this to work because I've ordered a load of components, so I don't want to waste it. And we'll revisit this another time. But in the meantime, I'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock for VW. Thank you, everyone in chat. Thank you so much, Todd, for your help. I'll send you a file in a minute. And yeah, I will catch you all tomorrow. So good night, everyone.
Good night.